What's going on, family? Hope everybody's having a great day, great night, wherever you're watching this from. Really quick, this video is really going to be very enlightful, and I think it is really about understanding why people are coming into your life. And it's one of the conversations me and some friends, we bounce off of each other, group text messages, just talking about life, talking about, the things we've been through. Sometimes we're talking about where we're at. We're talking about what we come out of. It's really important to have the right individuals in your life that you can be transparent with, and that's not going to make you feel bad for the way that you think, but they're going to challenge the way that you think. A lot of you all have gotten into relationships, don't even realize it, that you have gotten involved with somebody that's only with you out of need. Everybody wants love. And don't get me wrong, all of us need something when we're getting involved with somebody. In other words, you want to get with somebody that you can fall in love with, but somebody that's going to help you get to the place that you want to get to. In other words, building your brand, bettering your life, making your life easier so you don't have to work so hard, so you don't have to work 3 and 4 jobs, helping you get to a certain place. But then you have individuals that only get with you because they're in need of something now, and that's all that they really want. And so they act like they're in love with you, but realistically, they're not really in love with you. They're only with you because of what they need. And so we all know that out of need comes a place to where the relationship does not thrive the way that it should. There are so many issues that normally takes place within us growing together that the growth it's only one-sided. In other words, they're getting their needs met while you're not. And here you are trying to balance out your life, trying to be there for them when you're running on empty. A lot of people, they can't be alone. A lot of people, you have to have that season in your life to where you're just by yourself. You're working on your goals. You're working on loving yourself, because here's the thing. I cannot love you the way that you need to be loved if you don't know how to love yourself. And every time the person does something for you, it pushes you away, because now you're looking at the way that they're loving you as an issue, when it's not an issue. It's a deflection of the things that you have to deal with within yourself, the insecurities. So when they say, hey, I love you, hey, I want to grow with you, I want to do this with you, whatever, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome, they don't see it that way, because they have these things that they're still struggling with within themselves. And so what they do, they start looking for everything else from everybody else. But when you say it, it's never enough. And I think that's really a hard pill to swallow anytime you're getting involved and you're trying to grow with somebody that does not understand what they really want. Third, you get involved with somebody that has just come out of something, or they're still connected to somebody, whether they're married, whether they've just come out of a relationship or whatever, and they're snatching you up because they know that you're able to help them get to where they want to get, and they need help. And you're blindsided based off of what they are dealing with, and you think that they're really true and authentic, and they're not. And so you get your emotions caught up in an individual, loving them, caring for them, but not able to grow because they're only using you. The older you get, the much more you realize that you cannot continue to give your heart away just based off of somebody being interested in you, based off of somebody loving you, based off of somebody wanting to be with you. You just can't do it. Because what happens is every time you get yourself caught up and involved with somebody, you're losing a piece of yourself. Don't get me wrong, I truly believe God has us go through certain events and certain situations that teaches us life lessons. But even with those life lessons, you don't have to go through certain things. We put ourselves in certain situations that we shouldn't have not went through. But we learn from those situations. There's a difference in God allowing us to go through it and us putting ourselves in it. Don't put yourself in a situation that you don't have to be caught up in, because the issue is they only want what they want from you. They're not trying to love you. And if they love you like they say they do, then why would they do what they do to you? So if you want to grow with somebody, take your time. Invest. Give it time. I get it. You know, in this dating world, in this world where we're trying to find a husband or wife and we're trying to get with somebody, we want to have kids and all these things or whatever, a lot of people take their time with doing certain things, not because they want to, but because they have to. And if they could tell you their life story, they would tell you the broken marriages, the broken promises, the relationships, the relationships that you was involved with somebody that was not solid, that was not honest, that was living a double life or whatever. The list goes on and goes on. We all have been there. We all have done it. None of us are innocent. So take your time. If they love you, then take your time with dating them, all right? Last but not least, always remember, there's a moment in your life, God is big in this moment, and that's the reason why I press. Have a blessed and amazing day.